doing all things. So Thursdays are my days that I share the opportunity, days that I reach out to people about what I do and how it could benefit them. Because it's not about me, it's about them. It's about how it can change their life. And, I only do this on Thursdays, unless sometimes I have like an order going in. But I wanted to share some things with y'all that have worked for me, because I don't consider myself like a great sponsor or someone who sponsors a lot, but I have sponsored a lot of people for the time that I've been a consultant. I think last year alone, I think I sponsored 34 people. And I give y'all these numbers to let y'all know that the things that I say to y'all, I've done it and I'm doing it, so that I'm not just telling you to go do something that I wouldn't do, or that hasn't worked for me. Because that's not what it's about. When you sponsor someone, you become a leader to them. You are showing them how to run a business, and you are figuring out how to, climb the wall of success while still turning around and putting your hand down to help the person below you to come up. That's what, being a great leader is about, because you don't want to just sponsor someone and not train them. We have a lot of people on our team that have been sponsored, and then their team doesn't work with them, or their sponsor doesn't work with them, and they feel lost, or they don't feel like they can be successful because they don't have that person to look up to. With that being said, if that was you, if you don't feel like your sponsor is who you can go to, know that you don't have to have a sponsor. I know several people that are successful without a sponsor. Katie Lassiter, Chloe Cox. Look at them, y'all. They didn't have a sponsor. I mean, someone sponsored them, but they didn't be a sponsor. They didn't be a coach to them. So my first thing is, before I give you any tips, is that if you want to sponsor someone, you need to sponsor and have the intention to train them. Because sponsoring them does nothing for you unless you train them. If I sponsor someone and I literally don't talk to them anymore and they don't do anything, it doesn't help my business any. It doesn't help their business any. So you have to show up and show them. And you don't have to hold their hand. You don't have to literally talk to them all day long, every day of the week, whatever. But you do need to check in with them. You do need to set goals with them. You do need to, teach them what Scentsy about. And when you do that, your relationship with them will be a lot better. So I'm going to talk with y'all about some of the tips that I do that makes, I feel like, sponsoring a little bit easier for me. Don't get me wrong, sponsoring is still, nerve-wracking to me. I have to have conversations with people that, about the opportunity to, even sponsor them just like everybody else. And I have to build those relationships with people I don't know, and, get over the fear of asking them. I still have fears of asking people sometimes. Like, I'm like, oh my God, what are they going to say? But I do it anyway, because they don't pay my bills, and I don't really care what their opinion of me is anymore, because I know what this business can do for me, and I know what it's done for others, and that's all that matters to me. So my first tip is to be yourself. If you are yourself, it will happen. You don't have to say a lot. When you start off the conversation with someone, literally be yourself. I always, ask them, have they ever thought about doing what I do? Do they want to get paid off their own orders? Some of my teamies that I've sponsored, I've actually added up how much they've spent with me and said, hey girl, look, you've spent $500 with me in the past year. You could have gotten paid off of this and gotten your own stuff. Like, I'll be glad to take you as a customer, but I would also like you to at least get paid off of your own stuff. So when you're trying to reach out to people, you need to reach out to your customer base, for one, because you already have a relationship with them. And if you don't, you want to start working on that. Every day I try to reach out to 5 people that have ordered from me, or 5 people that I know, whether that be Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. And I'm not even talking about Scentsy. I'm just, if they post a picture of their kid, I'm commenting on it. I'm not just liking it. If you're going through Facebook and you're scrolling and scrolling, if you're going to be there and doing mindless things, be intentional doing mindless things. Comment on their stuff. Let them know that you see them, that, you know, you've thought of them. Oh, their kid has been sick. I've been praying for y'all. Or, you know, when they, you know, just building those relationships with them, letting them know that you see them. Oftentimes I hear y'all say, oh, no one sees my post. That's a lie. People see your post. I can't see this stuff. Look at it if it goes here. But a lot of y'all will say, well, people don't see my posts, you know, they don't interact. Just because they don't interact doesn't mean they don't see it. So think about that when you're commenting on people that you're trying to build a relationship with. If you're not commenting, they don't think that you see that. They don't think that you noticed that they posted something this morning. So I try to do that 5 people daily. You know, because I'm already on Facebook. I'm already scrolling. Y'all know I am. When I go to the bathroom, when I'm on my lunch, when I'm sitting on the couch at home, y'all know I'm scrolling. So I'm gonna be intentional with something mindless that I'm doing. So I try to do that with 5 people daily. It's anybody really. I just try to interact with them, let them know I see them, and plus commenting with them and interacting with them will put me into their newsfeed. Facebook has these weird algorithms, if that's the word I'm looking for. And you know, if you post so much, like if you post your link all the time, it's gonna hide it. So I don't really post my link a lot. I'll just post, you know, have an order going in, or I'll put the link in the comments, because then they won't hide it as much. But social media is a platform. It's a way for you to expose and brand and grow your customer base, but you can't solely rely on it, because you're going to have one-on-one conversations. Just because you post a status and say, hey, look, I'm giving away $300, doesn't mean everybody's going to see it. You're going to have to message someone and say, hey, look, I'm giving away $100 free dollars. You think I'm crazy, but you have to do that. You have to say one-on-one conversations with them, or they're not going to see it. A lot of times my friends will post something and I have to like go search their name and go through it and do that, because if I don't see it. Secondly, your intentions with them, like when you grow a customer base and you're building a relationship with them, you want to get them comfortable so that you can present the opportunity to them. And don't feel like that you're bothering people or that you're being annoying, because you're not. I'm forever grateful that my sponsor reached out to me and asked if I ever thought about doing what she did. That's all she asked. She legit, she sent me a thank you, and I said thanks, I loved it. And she said, have you ever thought about doing what I do? And my crazy ass legit signed up right then. I didn't ask any questions. She wanted to have coffee and talk and answer my questions. I didn't care to do all that. I was like, just send me the link, let me do it. And it's been the biggest blessing of my life. Granted, I'm probably the only crazy person that's ever done that, or like one of the few, but I was in a place in my life where I needed more, and I was tired of sitting back not doing anything about it, because I could see other people being successful. So when you're reaching out to the people that you want to have the conversation with, and don't tell me that you don't know people, because you do know people. You have hairdressers, you know people that work at banks, you know nurses, you know single moms, you know stay-at-home moms, you know so many people. I hate when people tell me that they don't know anyone, and then I go to their Facebook and they have 1,500 friends or 3,000 friends, and you can't tell me that you don't know any of them, because you do. So start using your time and being intentional. And I'm not trying to take y'all to church this morning, I'm really not, but I just want y'all to see that you do know people, and you just have to be willing to put yourself out there and open up, because this business can change your life. What you have is a gift. So, with that being said, anytime that you close an order, try to flip it. You're getting $20. If you have a $200 party, you're getting $20 in host credits. If it's yours, give it away. Reach out to someone that you think would rock this business. Say, look, girl, you've been on my dream team list for a while. I've been watching you, and I just think that you would kill it at your own business. And it's usually $99 a join, but tonight I'm putting in an order, and I can get it to you for $39. That's all I have to say. Keep it simple, keep it basic, be yourself. Let them know why you think Scentsy will be great for them. Let them know. I do that all the time. Does it always work? No. Do they always message me back? No. But when they do, it makes it that much sweeter. And I can tell you, they say 1 out of 10 people that you sponsor will be a rock star.
And I believe it because I've sponsored quite a few people. And our team is constantly growing. And I continue to sponsor because you can't just sponsor one person and think that your business is going to bloom, because that person might just be a hobbyist, and that's okay. If you're a hobbyist and you're watching this isn't for you. This is for someone who wants to grow their business and wants to make more money and have more relationships with people and mentor people. But once you do that, once you start sponsoring, you have to keep doing it. Like, some people will sponsor one person to hit lead consultant. Well, you need to keep sponsoring, because for one, you can't count on that one person to grow your business. Two, that person goes inactive, you don't get paid a title anymore. That happens all the time. I see it all the time, and not just like with our team, but with other teams. It's important to have those conversations. Every Thursday, I try to have anywhere from 5 to 10 conversations. Every time I close my own order, I try to reach out to someone that I think would rock the business, and I say, hey, look, I've got a kit. Now, I have given a kit. I've given one kit away completely free, and that was to Rachel Morris. And if she watches this, she'll see what I'm saying. But Rachel had done 2 or 3 parties with me. She was a mom of 3 boys. She worked up until she had, I think, her second baby, and then childcare is just so expensive. And so now she stays at home and she raises her babies, and her husband carries a financial burden. But I knew how much this could help her. I knew that, for one, she loved Scentsy because she would do parties for me all the time. 2, she had been on the fence about joining, but I just don't know if she believed in herself she could do it. So when I had a free kit, I think it was actually a month later after her party. Actually, it wasn't long. I had my own $500 party going in from the catalog change, because where I do my first last chance party. And I reached out to her and I was like, look, I don't care if you don't want it. It doesn't hurt my feelings, because it doesn't hurt my feelings. Because I don't want someone to join and take this business if they don't want it, because it's for them. But I told her, I was like, I have this $500. I'm putting a party in, and I can get a kit for you completely free. Do you want it? And she took it. I don't know if it was because she didn't have to pay for it. I don't know if maybe she finally got the courage to take the leap. But she's been on our team since April, and she consistently shows up every month. So she's the only person I've ever gifted a free kit. But it was in my heart that I knew that it could change her life, and it could help her family, and it could help her babies, and I wanted to do that. What she did with the kit after that was in her, the ball was in her court, and it was up to her to do what she wanted to with it. But you do have the power to do that. You do. You have the power to help, change someone's life. Whether it helped them make $200 to $300 extra a month, or $2,000 a month, or $5,000 a month. You never know what that income could do for someone. You never know. You never know what someone's going through behind closed doors. I'm a firm believer that everybody has different stuff going on. Anybody that you come across has something going on in their life. Find a way to let it relate to them, how you can relate to them, and let them know how the opportunity could change them. I was severely depressed, and my anxiety was through the roof. Scentsy has helped calm that. It's helped put reassurance back in my head. It's gave me confidence to fight out all the negative thoughts that I have. I still have these thoughts. I'm human. But now I know how to control it. When I start having a bad day and my emotions start plummeting to the ground, I go listen to a podcast, or I go reach out to a teammate and try to mentor them and help them be better, because that brings me joy, that lifts me up. And that's what it does for me. Before Scentsy, I didn't have these skills, or I didn't have these people that, people that believed in me. When my sponsor, she believes in me, and she encourages me, and she pushes me all the time. Not pushes me, but she lets me know that I'm capable of hard things, and you are capable of that. So, my tips were using social media by being intentional, creating a dream team list, so that you know who you've talked to, who you should talk to. Several people on my team I have asked more than once, more than twice. Let's see, Kelsey Burgess asked who I'm doing this video for, because we were talking the other day and I told her I would do a video. I think I asked her 3 times. And we finally got a join kit, and she was like, is it really $49? I was like, it's really $49, girl. And she joined. Jamie Jenkins, I had asked her, and she said no. She actually said, I just like your status to be nice. That's what she told me. Not even a month later, we had a joint special, and she was like, is it really $49? You really think I can do it? It was $49, and she did it. But if I hadn't had these conversations beforehand, if I hadn't consistently shared my story, or, you know, with Scentsy, I don't think that I would be as successful as I am in my business, because people want someone that's consistent. My best customer, Kathy, she's up here, because she's thinking about joining, has told me before that the reason that she stuck with me as a consultant was because, for one, I took care of her. I followed up with her. I, you know, mailed her samples. I made sure she liked her products. I let her know about sales. I offer her to do parties for new catalogs so she can get her own free things. She said she didn't have that, and I think I was the 4th or 5th consultant, I can't remember, that she's actually been through. That's sad that she had to go through 4 consultants before she found one that she likes. There are so many people that do Scentsy. There are. I won't say that. But there's not enough consultants that run their business like a business to take care of their customers. Mic drop. Mic drop. And I say that because I see it all the time. I have people tell me all the time, well, they had a consultant and they didn't take care of them, and they don't know. They didn't know that Scentsy could, or that consultants took care of their people like I take care of my people. Have I had to invest money into that? Yes. Like, I'll buy a bar of wax to make samples. And I use my host credits. When I get host credits, I buy my stuff to make samples. That way I don't have to pay for it out of pocket. I collect my own orders. I put them in my own party so I can do this stuff to make my customers feel special. When you do things like that over time, it's consistent. If you're not sharing publicly with your customers, if you're not sharing publicly on Facebook or your stories what this business has done for you, don't expect people to want to follow you. People join you because they're attracted to you and what Scentsy does for you. That out of all the consultants I know, I chose Katie Lassiter because, one, she showed up daily. I saw her all the time, whether it was what Scentsy done for her, what she did for her customers, what she did for her team, the trips she earned. I was drawn to that because I knew that she was in it for the long run. You don't want to join someone who, I don't know, 3 months, it's kind of hard, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to join that. I don't want to be a part of that. I need someone that I know is going to be there for me. So, I encourage you to be consistent. Be consistent. And you don't have to post Scentsy every day, all day on your page. But when you get that paycheck, post about what it did for you that month. Did it buy you groceries? Did it pay your car payment? Did it allow you to take your kids to the movies? It doesn't matter how small it is. I don't care if Scentsy took you to Walmart and you got a $20 pedicure. You treated yourself because you worked hard for it. Share it. Share it. That's all you have to do in this business, y'all. That's all we have to do is share it. We don't have to make our products. We don't have to pay employees. We don't have to pay a design team to create all these great products for us. We just have to share it. We just have to share what Heidi and Orville done for us. And if you don't know who Heidi and Orville are, I need you to learn. I need you to look them up. I need you to learn the background story of Scentsy, because they're amazing human beings and they just want us to be so, what's the word I'm looking for? Better. Because they took a chance and they stayed here. They've been here for 15 years because they were consistent and they stayed consistent. Their business has bloomed. They've changed thousands and thousands of people's life with a bar of wax. That's powerful. Like I said, I didn't come here to take y'all to church this morning, but I just wanted to let you know that you have the power and you can do it. You can do hard things. Whether you give someone something fun to do or something to make money or just something that they can meet up and talk with people. That's why I do these team meetings. You know, I do them even though only a few people show up. We have a team of like 100 and something, and half the time when I've done a team meeting, no more than 5 or 6 people come. But I still do it because there's people on our team that join for that. And that's important to me because I respect what everybody joins for. Whether you join to make money, you join to make friends, or you just join to get paid off of your own addiction every 4 months, I'm okay with that. Because I know what I want, and I would never want anyone to disrespect what I want. But if you don't voice what you want, people don't know. Anytime someone joins for me, I always ask them what they want out of Scentsy. because that helps me know, do they want more, or do I need to pull my reins back and work with more people who do want it? Because I don't want to waste my time pushing someone to make $1,000 a month if they don't want $1,000 a month, and that's okay. So when you do sponsor someone, find out what they want, figure out what they want out of this business, because it's a game changer. It's a game changer. Let's see, my final tip. I had one more tip I wanted to share with y'all. I've got to get ready to go to work. Sharing your story. Share what Cincy does for you. Go live. Go live. You don't have to tell your whole story. You don't have to tell your deep, dark secrets. You don't have to do that. But you can go live and say, hey, look, I got this trampoline for my daughter's birthday because I worked really hard last month. Be proud of that. When you go to the gym and you worked out for 30 minutes, you best believe somebody in there, or you going to post that you worked out for 30 minutes. You proud of it, right? Be proud of that Cincy paycheck. Be proud of that award you made. Be proud of having a party this month. Be proud of meeting a new customer. Be proud. Be proud. No one owns your story like you do. So, share it. Share it. And in my planner, that's another side note. In my planner, I write down everybody that I share the opportunity with. You know why? Because in 6 months or 3 months or a month, when we have specials, or I think it's a great month to join, or I have a discounted kit, I can say, hey, look, girl, I know we've talked before, but I wanted to share this with you one more time because I really think that you can rock it. That's not being annoying. That's not. That's planting a seed under the ground. That's planting a seed. And then it's coming back and it's watering it. It's watering it. So that eventually it can come up as a flower. It can bloom. It can bloom. That was a really bad analogy with my hands, but whatever. Anyways, I hope this was helpful for y'all. I didn't mean to take y'all to church. I'm very passionate about sponsoring and helping other people because I know what it can do for them. I know what it's done for myself. And I just want to share that with y'all. So I hope that y'all have a great day. I hope that this was helpful for y'all. And I love y'all. I hope y'all have a magnificent Thursday. We're almost to Friday. Praise the Lord. Bye, y'all.